This is the solution for the 4-band petite puzzle ring. The 4-band petite puzzle ring consists of 2 top crossing bands and 2 outside bands. When you take the ring apart, it's pretty easy to tell which bands are which. You're going to have 2 sets of bands. 2 in my left are the outside bands, and the 2 in my right here are the top bands. And the way you identify them is the top band, when you run your finger across it, it's very smooth. And the band that crosses underneath it, when you run your finger across it, you can feel this dimple right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can definitely feel it. I'm just going to let these go for now, and then I'm going to identify the outside bands. The outside bands look very similar to each other. They're just going to have points that point in opposite directions. So now what I want to do is I want to put them into the correct position for the next step. And these points, instead of facing each other, they need to face opposite each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this one drop down. It's going to go all the way around and bring it back up. And then you know it's in the correct position. And what you have is you essentially have the shape of a diamond here. And you just know that you've got one pointing one way, the other pointing the other way. So the next step is to just let them drop, but you want to make sure they drop to the same side. So see, I'm just going to let them drop. If I drop them to opposite sides, they won't be in the right position. The next step is a little bit tricky because this band is already twisted. You can see the top 2 bands are already twisted into each other. So what I do is I put the dimpled band into my left hand and I put the smooth band into my right hand. And this is just going to be some trial and error. I'm going to rest them to each other, and then I'm going to turn the smooth band counterclockwise. And you see what happened? It's not resting very nicely. So I'm just going to gently push it through the other band. I don't know if you can see it the way it does that. See how it rests against there? And then I'm going to take this side and just kind of gently pop it through. And then what happens is it traps those 2 outside bands into this figure 8. Kind of a tricky step. I might repeat that for you. So I just take that and then twist it into each other, and it makes the figure 8. So now I have the 2 outside bands, and I want to make sure I start with the outermost band. And the outermost band is going to be the band that has the widest angle. So when you look at it, you can see this one is a little bit wider than this one. So this is the first band that needs to go in. So I'm going to turn it so that that's in my right hand. Turn it face down. See, there's a lot of space there. I'm going to turn it into there. And like a hinge on a door, I'm just going to close the door. Then I'm going to turn the band around again, because I want to work with this band now. And now I'm going to have to let the ring a little bit loose because this space is very small. See how loose it is? I'm just going to gently put that in there. And then like a hinge on a door, I'm going to close my door. And there you have the solution for the 4-band petite design.